What's up, party people? Yo. I have a quick list for March. These are the ones that I'm going to read for March, and some of them I've already started, and some of them, it's just pretending. There's no way on God's green earth I'm going to be able to finish these. But just for the record, like in February, I was supposed to have read a whole bunch of books that I had 10 that I didn't even read. I don't think I read one of them. Okay. And then the 7 I read, one of them was on the list from January, and all the others, they weren't even on a list. And right now, for a fact, I'm almost finished with a book that's not on any list, has never been on a list. Like, what is my malfunction? Houston, we have a problem, and his name is Chris. All right, so we're going to just jump into March, and we're going to pretend. But here's the positive, is that some of these I'm already reading, okay? So I'm already in the zone. So I'm pretty sure they're going to get done in the next couple months. I'm pretending they're going to get done in this month. So I have 10 books here that I don't think were really on previous TBR piles. Maybe. But the truth, pretty soon I'm going to have to do a video that's like, I need to finish all these books that I started, because I have probably dozens started, and I need to just finish them. So here we go. All right, the first book that I'm going to say that I'm going to read in March is The Blade Itself. Now, I started this, and I loved it. So I got about a few chapters in. I thought, this is fantastic. And then I don't know what I know exactly what happened. The way that it was on the Kindle format really irritated me. I could not. I hated the way it wasn't turning right. I couldn't figure out the pagination thing. It just was like ticking me off. And so, because I travel so much, that's where I read a lot. And so by the time I got home, I was already reading something else, and that's what happened. But the long story short is, I'm a few chapters into this, and I love it. And I just need to get back, because I want to read Joe Abercrombie this year, the First Law trilogy, and all that good stuff. So that seems pretty possible for me, because I'm already in the zone. The second one, which I've already started and really like, is James Corey's Leviathan Wakes. And the thing about this book is that I've been wanting to watch the series, but I don't want to watch it by myself. So I said to my wife, I'd like you to watch this with me. And she's like, I just don't think I want to watch something in space right now. So I said, okay. So I kind of put all of this on hold, and then she recently said, Chris, if you will watch this movie, this documentary on like sugar or on obesity or on, whatever. She loves that stuff, by the way. So I said to her, she said, if you do that, then I'll watch, The Expanse with you. I said, absolutely. I want to watch that anyways, that documentary. So we watched the documentary and realized, I'm probably going to have diabetes if I don't stop doing what I'm doing. So I basically, I watched it, I enjoyed it, and then she said, yeah, we can do some of The Expanse. And I think she likes it. So we watched a couple episodes of Expanse. And I know you're thinking, Chris, like, what are you talking about? Expanse has been out forever. There's like 9 books in this series. Like, what's taking you? And the thing is, I like experiencing certain like shows and ideas, especially with my wife, because she's so like smart, and once she gets in the zone with it, she is a nerd at heart, and I love that about her. So kind of wanted to have a buddy, almost a binge kind of scenario with the show, and then I'll jump into the books a little bit more. The third book, which it's a digital online kind of platform predominantly. It's the Wandering Inn, rather. The Wandering Inn is a web serial, and they've been kind of clumping them together, 1,200 pages-ish a pop. And I'm reading the first one. I'm a few hundred pages into it, and I really like it. It's kind of a progression and a level up, and, it's kind of like you're thrown into a scenario. Why are you there? You're not sure. How do you survive? What are some of the obstacles? Who are some of your allies? Who are your enemies? And I'm really digging that. That's been very cool, and I love that a lot. So the next book that I feel like I'm supposed to read, because I started this already and it's on my list, is the Flames of Mira, or Myra, the Flames of Mira. And Clay Harmon, I love this book, actually. This is really cool so far. So I'm in the zone with this. This is a little bit more enjoyable than maybe I thought it was going to be. So the longer I'm sticking with it, the more I'm in the zone with it. And I kind of excited about that. The next book that I have on my list is Pariah by Anthony Ryan. And the reason, partly I want to read this and jump right into, the next is, I think Traitor is the third in the series. That's coming out this coming year, so this year. So I'd like to get caught up on that series. But this has been something I've been interested in for a while. I saw this in the store, and then maybe a couple people talked about it a little bit on BookTube, and I thought, that seems like something I might want to jump into. So that's huge for me. And again, I realize some of this is just a little bit ridiculous now. There's so many pages here. I'm not realistically going to read it because I never stay on track anyways with this stuff, but whatever. So I have not started that, but I have started The Blade Itself, Leviathan Wakes, The Wandering Inn, and the Flames of Mira. So the other few that I have on the list here to be read in March is Speak the Nightbird, and I'm already in this and reading this and enjoying this. So one of these is going to get a little bit more of a priority soon. What happens is I read a whole bunch of books, and then at some point, one of them just clicks into high gear, and I just stick with it and finish it. But, sometimes I slowly progress on a number of books at the same time, just because it scratches a different itch at any particular day, whatever. So that's the meaning behind the madness. Another book that I have is Legend. I'm already into this and have started this a few chapters in, and I'm loving it. So I do believe that this will be a March success story. We'll see. And then I have just a couple more, I think 3 left. Dune, which technically I said I was going to read Dune before, maybe in January or something, and but I didn't. I've started it. It's inexcusable. I already know that. It's embarrassing. And then the last 2, Dragon Mage, which I love the look and the feel of this. I've heard nothing but amazing things about it, and honestly, at this point, we're just laughing, right? Because there's no way I'm going to read all of these books in March, but we're pretending. And then last but not least, this book really could get read in March, which is Of Darkness and Light by Ryan Cahill. It's the second in that series. So I loved the first. Okay, here's the simple truth, though. I'm almost done with this audio book that is really pretty good. I'll probably finish that tomorrow. I'm reading Meredith's Palatian series, so I'm in the zone with that. And my wife and we're listening together to Spare, the kind of the story of Prince Harry, or whatever you call him now, American citizen Harry. I don't know. Does he have dual citizenship? So we'll see what happens. I kind of have realized my attempt at having a TBR MBR is almost hilarious, a joke, because I'm not doing any of that stuff. And to be fair, I told you that I was going to keep on my list all the books that I have not read. So in January, I was supposed to read Eye of the World, The Forever King by Ben Galley, Of Blood and Fire, which I did read. I did get that done. Master Assassins, Norwegian Wood, Blackstone Heart, Kill the Farm Boy, Trials of Ashmount, a couple of Walter Tevis books, Golden Sun by Pierce Brown, and Gardens of the Moon. I mean, one book out of that list I read. Now, as you know, I've read 7 to 8 books or so every month so far. So it's not that I'm not reading. I'm just not reading what I say I'm going to read. February, I was supposed to read The First Binding, Conspiracy, Malice, Foundry Side, Billy Summers, Jade City, Grace of Kings, Reluctant Killer, Babel, and Empire of the Vampire. I didn't read any of those. I read all different books. But every single one of these so far, though, I'm wanting so bad to read. And so March, Blade Itself, Leviathan Wakes, Wandering In, Dragon Mage, Flames of Mira, Pariah, Speak the Night, Bird, Dune, Legend, Darkness and Light. Okay, well, will I read those? What do you think? I mean, statistically, out of 10? I'm at 1%, maybe, is I'll read what I say I'm going to read. And I mean, there's going to be all these other awesome books that I'm going to read. But it ticks me off because every single book so far, the 30 books on the list, and I've only read the one, I want to read all of them. So I'm gonna. So soon I'm going to do a video. I'm going to do another video. It's basically, I got to finish what I started, and then I'm going to just do some other little videos of, basically why I can't finish what I started and what's the problem. Do I need medication to finish what I started? Stuff like that. Videos like that. Like what's your deal? That's what I think. That's what I think. What are you reading? How about this? The truth is that I'm trying to do a PBR, TBR, a PBR, Pass Blue Ribbon. That's not right. TBR, MBR, Paper Maber. None of that works for me. Why? Because I am 99% of the time a mood reader. That's what the truth is. So I'm a mood reader. There's nothing wrong. It's who I am. I'm trying my best to be type A for you guys out there, but I'm not. I'm like type Q. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's no type A here. I have other books that I've already started that I probably need to finish, but at least you have a little bit of the 411. This is my plan. I don't think I'm sticking to it, but it'd be cool. One of these days, I'm actually going to do a list that I've already, like I'm going to read the books I said I was going to read on that list. I'm probably not going to do that. Anyway, I hope you're doing good. Look, there's so many cool things happening out there in the book world. Awesome books coming out. Great books to find that have already been published. Things that people love and are talking about. The darlings of BookTube. And then all sorts of amazing books you've never even heard of that are waiting for you to read. I love that stuff. So, go ahead. Give me some recommendations. Tell me what you're reading, what you might read, what you wanted to read. You didn't get to it. There's no shame here. It's a safe place. All right, so anyway, check out the Amazon wish list and the Discord thing and all that good stuff. And listen, I love this stuff, and I hope you do too.